Some sports franchises embrace flying under the radar to a certain extent. We all know which sports teams get the most love, and rightfully so. The Chicago Blackhawks of the NHL, the New England Patriots who've dominated the NFL, and the San Francisco Giants MLB dynasty are three teams that come to mind. But there are some teams you're overlooking far too much. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we take a look at 10 sports teams who aren't getting enough respect. Number 10, Pittsburgh Steelers. Tom Brady's led the Patriots to 6 AFC Championship victories and 4 Super Bowls. Peyton Manning-led teams won 12-plus games most years, and he won 4 AFC Championships plus 2 Super Bowl rings. Then, somewhere in the background, you have Ben Roethlisberger's Pittsburgh Steelers. Believe it or not, 3 Super Bowl appearances, winning 2 of them. Pittsburgh's been a powerhouse as well. Since 2000, they've had just 1 losing season and have 10 double-digit winning seasons. So yeah, there's a third AFC powerhouse, the Steelers. Number 9, Dallas Mavericks. It's hard to stand out in the West when the LA Lakers and San Antonio Spurs each won 5 NBA championships from 1999 to 2014. But the Mavericks have quietly been a model of consistency for over a decade. Did you know they played in the 2006 NBA Finals? Or that they won a league-best 67 games in 2007 with Dirk Nowitzki as the MVP? Or that they shocked the Miami Heat Big Three in the 2011 NBA Finals? They haven't had a losing season since 2000, and they've had 12 50-plus win seasons during that span. Not bad, eh? Number 8, Los Angeles Kings. It's hard enough standing out as an NHL team when you have to compete with 3 more popular sports leagues. It's even harder for the Kings to stand out in a market that features the historic Lakers NBA team and Dodgers MLB team. But the Kings have formed a powerhouse in the NHL. They made the playoffs in 6 of 7 seasons since 2010 and have a pair of Stanley Cups. Anze Kopitar is a world-class two-way player, dominating the league each night. And Olympic gold medalists Jeff Carter and Drew Doughty ain't that bad either. It's also hard to stand out when the Chicago Blackhawks have 3 cups since 2010, but LA's a juggernaut too. Number 7, New York Mets. Just because they haven't won a World Series since 1986 doesn't mean you shouldn't respect them. The Mets have made the playoffs the last 2 years without a lot of heavy spending by GM Sandy Alderson. Superstar ace Noah Syndergaard came over in a gutsy trade that sent NL Cy Young winner R.A. Dickey to the Toronto Blue Jays. This team also drafted superstar pitcher Matt Harvey and found Jacob deGrom in the 9th round of the 2010 MLB Draft. Pretty amazing how the Mets don't throw money like their Subway Series rivals, the New York Yankees, and can still build a contender. Keep an eye on them and send some of your attention their way. Number 6, Kansas City Chiefs. If the Denver Broncos didn't win the AFC West each year from 2011 to 15, you'd be keeping a closer eye on the Chiefs. After finishing as the NFL's worst team in 2012, they went 11-5 over 2 of the next 3 seasons to make the playoffs. They also went 9-7 in 2014 and barely missed the playoffs. All it took was a new head coach in Andy Reid and new QB in Alex Smith to bring glory back to the KC. A stacked defense led by star cornerback Marcus Peters and pass-rushing phenom Justin Houston always gets forgotten because of the Broncos' dominant defense. But come on, the Chiefs are just as good. They just don't have the Super Bowl to show for it, yet. Number 5, Montreal Canadiens. The most historic franchise in hockey history, the Habs, have 24 Stanley Cups to their name, but they haven't won since 1993, which is a pity. They're still a dominant hockey squad that has been overlooked for years. Doesn't anyone remember them shocking the Boston Bruins in the 2002 4-14 playoffs? They made the playoffs all but 4 years since 2002. They've reached 2 Eastern Conference Finals as well. They also have the world's best goalie in Carey Price, who is playing at a historic level. Olympic gold medalist Shea Weber is worth watching too. And there ain't a crowd in sports like the folks who sell out the Bell Center each night. Even if you don't like hockey, you should give this team some respect. Because of their history, they've changed the hockey world over the past century. Number 4, Chicago Bulls. Yes, they haven't won a championship since 1998, and we know you want us to stop bringing up their 6 championships from the 90s, but it's a new era of the Bulls that's admirable. They're the one team in the East that has actually given LeBron James a challenge since 2011. They've made the playoffs in 7 of the past 8 seasons. Even with former Bull and league MVP Derrick Rose always hurt, the Bulls have remained competitive. They take a roster made up of tape and make it work. Give them credit. Don't let LeBron-led super teams make you forget about the Windy City's Bulls. Number 3, Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles play in baseball's toughest division. The always high-spending Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees dominate the AL East from 96 to 2013, combining for 8 World Series championships. The Tampa Bay Rays also made the playoffs in 2008, 10, 11, and 13. The Toronto Jays reached the ALCS in 2015 and 2016. But these Orioles grew their own talent and reached the playoffs in 2012, 14, and 16. A team without a heavy budget each season deserves a round of applause. Number 2, Arsenal FC. They haven't won the EPL title since 2004. From 2005 to 16, Chelsea won it 4 times and Manchester United won it 5 times. Because Arsenal hasn't won it in so long and because Man U and Liverpool have bigger followings worldwide, people can often forget about Arsenal's dominance. Hey, they finished in the top 4 every year since '97, with 3 EPL titles and 14 finishes in the top 3. Sounds successful to us. And number 1, Baltimore Ravens. Playing in the AFC where Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Ben Roethlisberger combined for 13 AFC championships and 8 Super Bowls has made life pretty tough for the Ravens. But people forget their historic defense that guided them to a Super Bowl 35 championship in just their 5th year of existence, or the fact they've made the playoffs in 10 of the last 16 seasons. They won Super Bowl 47 with a historic performance as well. The tandem of John Harbaugh and Joe Flacco have a 10-5 playoff record, including 2 wins over Brady, 1 over Manning, and 1 over Roethlisberger. 7 of those 10 wins have come on the road. Ray Lewis was an icon to the NFL during his time with the Ravens. Just because he's retired, it doesn't mean you should forget about this team that's quietly dominated for years. Which other sports teams do you believe aren't getting enough respect? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. This is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though. Subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.